So, Fall Guy is the latest movie starring Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt, in a mixture of a movie. There is action, there's comedy, there's rom-com, and there's also murder mystery, all wrapped up in this whole world of stunt performers. And this is actually directed by a former stuntman, David Leitch, who also co-directed John Wick, and he also directed Atomic Blonde, and he has done some other movies, and so he's very well versed and experienced in this area. And so the general story here is that we have Ryan Gosling, who plays this really professional, high up there stuntman. You know, his name is Colt Seavers, if I remember correctly, and then Emily Blunt plays his ex-girlfriend, and her name is Jodie. And basically, due to a accident, they have a falling out, and then later on, Emily Blunt or Jodie kind of comes back into Colt, or maybe it's the other way around. Colt comes back into Jodie's life, but now she's actually directing her first big movie. And I can't remember the name. I think it's Metal Storm or something like that. So it's like a sci-fi action type of movie. And this is a big thing, not only for her, but also for him, because he's now coming back not only to the whole world of stunt performance, but also, most importantly, into Emily Blunt's life, or Jodie's life. And within this, there is a lot of things going on. So in the one case, you have this whole love letter to stunt performers, you know, this whole world that we don't really know much about, because most of the time we're watching the actors and actresses. In this case, it does spend a good amount of time showing you the world that these stunt people go through, you know, where there's always like the hidden, forgotten people, and then the actors and the actresses get all the glory. And so it touches on that, but it also touches on other elements of movie production, this whole entertainment industry. There is a producer, Dale, in there as well. And then there's also other people involved, like Ryan Gosling, or Colt's best friend, I think Dan Tucker, played by Winston. I can't remember his last name, but he's from the Black Panther movies. And he does a really great job in having this friendship and really cool, I would say, moments with them together, being stunt people and fighting it out. But then you also have this whole rom-com element, where we are getting back to what happened with Jodie and Colt, and how they're trying to rekindling that in this movie that they're shooting down in Australia. And then you have this final aspect of this murder mystery that has a lot to do with the lead actor, but it's also one that is very reminiscent of the Fall Guys TV series. So this is loosely based on that, with Lee Majors, where the original Fall Guy TV series was about these stunt people, but then they were like bounty hunters at night. So they have that whole crime element as well. So that's where the murder mystery part comes in. And overall, I kind of felt the best things about this film are, of course, the action. I mean, the stunt performances of this are just top notch. And if I'm not mistaken, it actually set a Guinness World Record for the number of times they had a rollover of a car. I think it was 8 times. So that is a world record. And also, it's done really well. I did enjoy the stunts in here, and there is action throughout, but most of the action's near the end of the film. And then the other aspect that is absolutely awesome is Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt. They are great actors, and man, the chemistry between them, the banter and all those things, I think it really carried the film, you know, beyond the action itself. So that was really a fun time watching them perform and just going through these things. And honestly, I did like the acting of everybody else. It was really a solid cast overall, but definitely Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt are what made the movie for me. And then when it comes to other elements, I would say the biggest negative for me was the fact that the whole mystery, crime thriller type aspect, you know, the murder part, I did not enjoy as much. You know, I understood why they did it, and you'll see near the end of the movie, but it kind of gets in the way of everything else. And also, some people might look at this and say there's like way too many things going on, but at least in my opinion, this movie, I would say, is a really great time. It is a fun movie, and I would say if you just focus on the action and the rom-com elements, you will get a lot out of this. And then for the whole murder mystery part, just kind of wait until the end. So there is kind of a payoff there, but I kind of feel if they just focus on the action, comedy, rom-com parts, I think it would have been a better movie and not have so much of the other stuff. And so those are my thoughts and review on the Fall Guy. I really did enjoy this movie. It's just a purely fun action movie with solid cast, great acting, and I would just say it's one of those movies that I don't see too much anymore, where you go into the theater, you have a great time, and you walk out with a big smile on your face. And I think that's the best compliment I could give to this movie. So if you actually had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave in the comments area below. And if you did want to see more of my action film reviews, I do have a top playlist. I'll leave that in the description area below as well. Hey geeks, if you are a brand new creator and you simply want something easy to get you started, well, I got something for you with my Creator Starter Kit. This is a super simple step-by-step guide that's going to take you from having no channel to developing your very first YouTube channel, along with ideas, thumbnail designs, and other creator tips, including marketing. And the best part is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and get started creating.